first talk show for Process Lens. And we have here today Gregor Marich. He is our CEO, and he's going to tell us a very important thing. How can we lose money with NFTs?
That
So, Greg, how are you today?
that is an awesome question. How to lose money with NFTs? And I think that is what the majority of people is going to happen is that they will probably end up losing money with NFTs. There's many NFTs that are out there that don't provide that much utility after all. There is lots of promises, lots of hype around them, but really very little utility.
Art is in the eye of the beholder, right?
That is
So,
true. Art is in the eye of the beholder. Therefore, we can't really know if a specific NFT, just because it seems like it's garbage, is really actually garbage. But there are a couple of things that certain NFTs have that make them just way better than others, and really a great investment, other than just the art to the eye of the beholder, if that makes sense.
yes, yes, it does. But can you explain us better?
Yeah, for
What
sure.
are NFTs and the difference between those that are only art and the ones that provide some utility?
Great question. Well, NFTs are the non-fungible token. That is the abbreviation. It is just smart contracts that live on different blockchains. You have the Ethereum blockchain, you have the Solana blockchain, you have the Tezos blockchain, you have other blockchains that I can't think of right now, but every single blockchain has their own smart contracts. Then there will be solutions later when you can take your smart contract from one blockchain and migrate it to the other, but that's kind of over the scope of this question. So the question was really what makes an NFT valuable. An NFT is valuable if you perceive that is going to give you some value. Now, many NFTs in the beginning have been selling because of the being something new. People are pumped up that this is an NFT. They don't really understand why many NFTs in the beginning sold for millions and millions of dollars. But the reason is really simple. Those NFTs that sold for millions of dollars were paintings by a very digital or by famous digital artists who have been producing art for the past decade, who have a very large following, and everything that they make, not on an NFT, even whatever kind of work, already sells for thousands and thousands of dollars. So when they made an NFT, obviously the art of that NFT, just to make it unique, that it's a painting from that person, a unique painting from that person, just makes it extra special. And that's why people were willing to pay extra money for it, because they can own a digital piece of art from that person. Now, the majority of NFTs right now are just art by normal individuals. I mean, by individuals that don't really have a great following, that maybe don't have a lot of art experience or have ever done digital art before getting into NFTs. Therefore, it's the the value is in the eye of the beholder. So that's a little bit kind of behind the hype of the NFTs. The other part of the NFT is that the NFT doesn't the image that the NFT is associated with it is just like a cover. Like, just imagine like a CD. A CD has a CD cover, and inside of the CD is the code that does the magic. That is the utility of the NFT. Now, there's many different NFTs. There is some NFTs that give you a key or access to a specific part or a specific community. Some NFTs, they give you the right to a digital asset. Some NFTs, they generate or create tokens that then later you can use. So there is really, NFTs can be linked to any kind of code. So whatever you think of that you could create or put in a smart contract, an NFT can be associated with that. So the utility really comes from where you see the how you see this code and how that code can benefit you in the future.
Okay, great explanation. Thank you.
Awesome. Cool.
Just explain to me a little bit better. How does RPA relate to NFTs?
That is another great question. It makes me think that we've thought about these questions before this interview.
No.
But no, obviously we didn't. Well, RPA is the way that it's related to automation is that I see RPA as automating manual and repetitive tasks and processes that have been created in a business by humans that need to do different checks, that need to do controls, that need to just execute on that process. It's not just enough, for example, if we want to purchase something from a shop, it's not just enough to give them the money. There is a whole process that is involved. That money is accounted for, somebody checks it, somebody creates some reports to show the flow of it, how much this month, how much the next month. And all of these steps are done by humans to make sure that different things are done correctly. Now, RPA automates these tasks that the humans do, these manual repetitive tasks. However, if you eliminate the need of these tasks altogether, well, then that's the ultimate level of automation. If you have complete transparency in a transaction, then you don't need to have third parties or anybody checking it. Therefore, I see blockchain as the ultimate level of automation. With blockchain, there is no need for RPA or automation because everything is already automated at a high level.
Okay, so to get there, how do you see the market will do its migration to NFTs? How is going to be the adoption?
That's another very good question. There's no really right or wrong answer here. I think it really depends on different companies and on different timelines for different companies. Companies are moving into the metaverse or into being more decentralized. Samsung has released NFTs. Aston Martin has released NFTs. Dolce Gabbana has released NFTs. The list goes on and on. I've just seen Gap; they have released an NFT collection. So there is just Adidas has released, and I can continue going on and on because there's really uh, companies are experimenting with this new technology right now because they see that where the users are going and they want to follow the users where they're going, so they're trying to stay on top of these new technologies like NFTs, decentralization. However, these new concepts of decentralization and the blockchain, they go against the way that traditional companies are structured. So I see that there is going to be there has to be a very big paradigm shift in the way that we are thinking, that people are thinking. And just like it happened with Corona, there's probably going to be another big event or reason that might help facilitate or speed this up to make it a little bit faster. But I don't think it's going to happen anything in the short term.
Okay, okay, very interesting, very interesting. So people are being like early adopters by now, but they don't know exactly how it's going to work or how it's going to be the dynamics, right?
Yes, exactly. Exactly. People are right now the early adopters of something that is great. And if you try these applications, like I have tried them out, they are truly amazing. Meaning that once you start using Web 3.0 applications, it's really hard to go to the Web 2.0. Just the concepts, all of the concepts just don't make any more sense, and you feel like in pain as you're using the Web 2.0 applications, where you have to register, write your email, write the password, and so on and so on. It's just in the Web 3.0 applications, for example, you just go with your wallet address and you are logged in into all the kind of applications with all of your assets and information that you carry along with you without the need to write it down every time. So that's just one little thing, but there's so many great, amazing benefits.
Okay, thank you. And what should these early adopters do to lose money with NFTs?
Well, that's a great question. The first thing that you should guys should do is you should follow Process Lens and you should follow us for more information about NFTs. You should get into the NFT by learning from different sources and just start learning. Try to create your own NFT, and that is the best way to learn. Once you get your hands dirty, you will understand the technology, you will understand what's behind it, and you will see how deep you actually wanna get into it and how much you wanna actually learn about it. Right now, it is relatively not complex, but it's not easily accessible because it's a brand new technology. But that also makes it that the early adopters are going to be rewarded because it's a little bit harder for everybody to go there. So if you're one of these early adopters and you go through the pain of that it's kind of hard to access the information and everything is not mainstream, well, you will be rewarded in the end, just like with Bitcoin. Bitcoin, you could have bought it for $10, so you can buy it for $50,000. It's always a Bitcoin, but It really depends if you're an early adopter and you were trying to buy it on some underground website or some crazy way mining back in 2013, or you just log into Coinbase and you put in your credit card and you purchase it with no kind of really easily and quickly. So that's kind of the difference, I think, between if people don't really get into it.
It's awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time. I
Awesome.
guess that's it for today.
Thank you so much
Yeah.
for the questions, and we will see you in the
Next one, next
yeah.
episode.
Yes, exactly. Awesome. Cool. Thank you, Danny. I'll see you in
Thank
the next
you.
one.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.